Age is not a measure of success, neither is it a measure of how much varied experience and knowledge anyone, just about anyone, can have. You can learn from a younger person who has proven track record, and a younger person can learn from you as well. My name is Bukola. I am a Big Four audit manager in the UK, a career coach, and an inspirational speaker. I'll be talking to you about this concept that has been on my mind for a bit, and I wanted to expand on it, coach and mentor around it as well. Age is such a sensitive concept and a sensitive idea that a lot of people carry on a day-to-day basis, and they use it in making choices, making decisions, and it also impacts how people feel generally about their achievements. And for you today, I want to do some clarifications that I think you need to ultimately think about. Now, irrespective of what your age is, I genuinely don't think age is just a number the way people will typically say it. I think with age comes some measure of experience, and it comes with it as well some measure of memories, and it is quite dear to the heart of so many people. So I wouldn't just call it a number. It's not just a number. It comes with some connotation of importance, achievements, and generally how people feel about how much they've achieved in their lives. However, for you, I need you to think more broadly about how you can think differently from a mindset shift perspective about what age is about. And especially when it comes to like you being in a corporate or business environment, what are the things you need to think about when it comes to age? Number one is age is not a measure of success. Yes, you may feel like you've grown to a certain level where you've got varied experiences, you've got quite a bit of knowledge, you've learned a lot of skills and all of that, but in itself age is not a measure of success. So in your work in corporate, you will find people that are way younger than you and are solving important problems and have been trusted to solve important problems. Beyond that, they've been given opportunities to progress faster, they've been given opportunities, they've been thrown at emerging opportunities in your organization, and then you're like, this person is just right about my age, or I'm even older than them. Age is not a measure of success. Now, what matters is in the time that you have spent so far, what have you been exposed to? Because I genuinely believe that you are what you have been exposed to. And that is why when people clamor for, oh, I want something complex, I want to try my hands on new things, I want to do new things, what they are trying to say is that I want enriched experiences that can qualify me for more enriched opportunities, which means I don't want to solve the same problems year in, year out, every single year, such that at a point in my life when I'm supposed to show that I have been able to solve complex problems, I've learned a lot of skills, then I am unable to show it because I've not been exposed to those things. All right. So if you are also that person who's thinking, I feel like nothing is going on here, I'm not challenged enough. The word challenged enough is what most people use. I'm not challenged enough. All you're basically saying is, I don't just want to live my life on a day-to-day basis without learning new things, without being exposed to new things that then can become my story, my proof story in the future. Okay, so but let's go into the nitty-gritty of my points today. First is you as a person, irrespective of what you've been exposed to, the experiences you've had, you can learn from younger people. Okay, someone who is more skilled than you in a particular area but younger than you can learn from them, especially when they've got proven track record of solving similar problems. I need you to be humble enough to learn from other people. Now, the more you can learn from other people, the more colored your own experiences will become as well, and the more diversified your own experiences become as well. A lot of people let their ego stand in the way from learning new things. Now, once you do that, you will continue to know. I mean, if you think about it this way, what you know is what you know, right? What you know is what you know. You're not learning anything new based on what you know. You already know it. The question every single day you should be asking yourself is, what's more for me to know? And what's more for me to learn? And who can absolutely teach me this thing? And it doesn't matter who the person is, whether the person is younger than you, whether the person is less experienced than you. The question is, I need to know this, who can teach me? If you go with that right mindset, it will be easy for you to grow quite quickly in your career, because you can then pull all of those learnings together and continue to show your proof story. Okay. Now, if you are being led in a corporate or business environment by a younger person, their experience and competence brought them into the role. That is one mindset I needed to carry. It is not them, it is their experience, it is their competence that has brought them into that role. And that is what matters and needs to be respected. And it doesn't matter whether you feel ultimately the same. So, for instance, you are in an organization where you think someone has been favored, that's why they've been promoted. I mean, it is okay, but at the same time, you would see that that person is still operating in that role anyways. And I will tell you, I'll give you the science behind it. Even if someone feels unqualified for a role, but they have the drive to do the role anyways, it doesn't matter whether they've been favored or whatever, you would see that they will naturally gravitate into that leadership role because they know they've been trusted with it. And even at the time when they are moving into role, even if they are not the most qualified, but they are the best known person to take on the role, they will naturally move into role because, number one, they have the right resources to support them to be successful in role. Number two is they've made up their mind and they have the drive to actually do the role. So they will most likely be successful in role. And that is why you see some people who may not be eminently qualified for it, but once they come into it, they actually deliver their role. All right, so it is their experience and their competence that brought them so far. So I need you to understand that, and I need you to know that that is what matters, and I need you to respect that. Okay. The next thing I'm going to say to you is that wisdom isn't measured in years, but in the lessons that you have learned and you have been able to apply. So if you really want to have rich experiences in life, ditch the age for a bit and think about it. What are the things that I have learned so far, and how am I bringing those learnings on board, and how am I applying those lessons prospectively? As you go into the future, how are you applying your lessons? That is what makes you as a person. That is what makes you, fully experienced as you grow in age. If you ever need the help of someone, no matter their age, I need you to ask for it, no matter who the person is. I need you to set up yourself in such a way that you ditch your guru mentality. Oh, I've been here 10 years, I've been here 15 years, I've been here 20 years. AI wasn't here 20 years. All these technology tools we now use wasn't here 20 years ago, and all of that. So there may be some younger people who know more about technology, how to apply it, and how to make your work easier that you could be learning from. Okay, so if you find someone younger, learn from them. The older you grow, the more things you need to learn, because the world may not work anymore the exact way that the system has taught you. And I can affirm this to you. I've lived for over 3 decades, and I can tell you for like a lot of things that I've learned, I'm having to unlearn right now because they no longer work and they no longer apply. You need to be smart enough to recognize those things, and you need to be smart enough to know that as you grow in life, you're not just learning, you're also unlearning some certain things. And as you grow in life as well, you may need to begin to have your own set of principles and values that are non-negotiable for you. You should also, beyond your own set of principles and values, you should also have some contrarian views as well. And I will share one of my own contrarian views with you. One of it is I believe in giving up on things that no longer work and no longer relevant and do not make sense in the grand scheme of the new information coming on board. That is my own contrarian view. I am not one of those people that will say, do not give up, do not give up. If it is not working, if it is not relevant, if it doesn't fit anymore with what's going on in the future, you need to pivot. I am one of those people who believe that. I also have another contrarian view that clarity is overrated and people spend a lot of time working on remaining confused rather than setting out their choices, making their choices, and having the right information, the right experience to then make their business decisions or make their life decisions. I believe that really. So when people say, oh, I don't have clarity, I don't have clarity, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to put pen to paper, make a choice first, live through it, and see if it works for them. That's one of my contrarian views. So I've talked to you about two of my contrarian views right now. It's because over the years, I have, for the first one, for instance, over the years, I've learned that you have to don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. So I keep doing the things that don't work. It wastes my time, it wastes my energy, it doesn't allow me to see the future. I've also learned over the years that you need to be clear before you step out. You need to know where you're going. You need to be clear. Life doesn't work that way, because sometimes until you step out, the fogginess isn't going to clear up. Okay? So I need you to ditch the age and reach for the solution that you need if somebody else has the solution for you. Now, as a younger person, because now we've talked about you learning from other people that may be younger than you, you may also be in a situation where you are the younger person. So what should you do? I need you to give yourself the permission for others to learn from you. That it is okay that you are the one with more experience and you're the one who has more of the knowledge in a particular situation. Now, you may not have the knowledge across board over many things, but in a niche area, you may be the most knowledgeable. So give yourself permission for people to learn from you. Don't say, oh, I'm just a child, or I'm just a teenager, or I'm just a 20-something-year-old person. It does not matter. If you have the knowledge and the experience, let people learn from you. I do not want you to discount your abilities. All right, the fact that you're younger is an advantage for you and is a lever for you to scale, to grow, and to be profitable. So you can make that work for you. If you are the youngest in a room, yet you are the leader of that room, I need you to own it. Don't give your power away. Don't give your power away to people because you think they're older than you. The fact that someone is older than you does not automatically qualify them to be the leader. If you are the leader, take the power, own it, fill up the role, take up your space and lead. Okay, so when you walk into that room, your age is not a factor. And if others aren't making a big deal about how young you are and all of that, you shouldn't make a big deal about it yourself. Your success is not random, you worked for it, and as such, you should use it as a leverage that is readily available to you. This season, I needed to enjoy the grace of acceleration. I hope this video helps. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and if you think you want to work with me, that's fine. In the description box below, you can say how it can work with me. You will get access to my storefront. You will see all of my digital assets and products that you could buy. You would also see my community, a link to my community there if you want to join my community for daily coaching. I hope to see you on the other side. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.